Hey guys, it's Thursday morning. We're on this job. They got a new refrigerator delivered, and this is one of the bosses at the management companies that I work for. One of them. Anyway, Vinny's here. What happened is they bought a new fridge, and the fridge will not set close enough to the wall because it's outward. So they want one of those recessed boxes. So Vinny's going to put in a recessed box for them, and possibly a little access panel underneath to keep an eye on it and in future repairs. And I guess that's it. I'll show you what we've already been inside, guys. But once I get in there, I'll show you what we got. Alright guys, this is what we're going to do. You can see on this refrigerator how it wants to stick way out over there. So Vinny's draining the line here. We got the water off. And he doesn't know where he's going to lay it out yet. We don't know if the pipe's coming up from the cement or coming up down from the wall. We're going to figure all that out, and we'll catch you guys up. Alright guys, he's getting it stripped down. It's finally drained. A lot of water was in the lines upstairs, so we opened everything up and drained it. Alright guys, he's breaking that nut loose there, and then he's going to get that cutter and cut the ferrule. And then we'll go from there, I guess. Alright guys, he's getting that thing cut there, and yeah, give it a little remount. Good job. Alright, good. There it is. Good job, son. Alrighty. There we go. Now, what we can do is go ahead and get some of that drywall out. Let's see if the pipe is going down or up. Okay, bud?
Sounds good.
Alright. Alright, guys. He's going to open that up. We're going to put an excess panel underneath it, in that area, and put the box above it. Okay, the pipe is running from right to left, and Vinny's cutting his access hole first. That way we can get in there over the years or something, or at least Vinny can. I don't know how many years I got, but Vinny can get in there and check things out once in a while. But having the access panel is a very good thing to have. You're not guessing, you know, so this will easily come in and come out. And then there's the copper pipe right there stubbing out, coming like that, left and then out right there. Yeah. All right, he got that. All right, guys, you got that 90 off. That's the best. Look at that thing. All right, well, anyway, that's brass. We'll save that for the metal guy. The access panel. Now we're going to cut the panel for the angle stop. That way it's center. We don't want one panel left and the other panel right. We want it as dead on as possible with the other panel, because it'll look like crap. Even though you don't see it, it's behind a refrigerator. If the place ever goes vacant, or they're going to sell it and it's empty, or anything, and there's no refrigerator here, it looks ugly with one panel to the left. You know what I mean? You want it straight. You want it right on top of it as best as possible. It may not be perfect, but it'll get there pretty close. Looking good. Put a level on.
That would have been better too. That would have worked good.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was meaning.
No. I see what you mean.
Alright guys, he's getting that all cut out. Alright guys, he put his screws in already. He just went through and go ahead.
I faced this plate on the outside and marked my holes. See, there's another hole, and then I put it back inside, and I just drilled right on the holes I marked. And
yeah, and the plastic. There's those little plastic things. Okay, so anyway, he's gonna do that. And do you want to leave this cover off for now, Vinny, until we do the rest of the plumbing?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it over here. All Vinny could get was the push-on ice maker one, the one that pushes on, like basically a shark bite. It's basically just a shark bite on that thing. So we decided, well, maybe we'll just go all the way with shark bite, since we've got an access panel there where we can check on it. I know I'll be coming to this house for a long time, and I know Vinny will be, because of the structure of the ownership. We know, and it'd be a good place to play with them. We'll use if we're gonna. We had to get the shark bite one there, so with that, we'll just use shark bite all the way to where we want to go, just to see how it works out. And there's an access panel there where we can check on it time to time. And I guess let's see how it goes. Why not? I mean, if I'm pushing it in on there, if it's good enough for that, then it's good enough for the rest. I mean, I have no problem with shark bite, guys. I know it's got a stigma to it about, well, you're not a real plumber if you use it. That's bullshit. I mean, technology changes over the years, and people grow with it. It's like all the materials. We grow with all the new materials that come in and out of the market. We look at it and we say, oh, that don't look too good, but it ends up being great. Same thing with the shark bite. And, I've got a Pro Press on the truck. And what's the difference if I'm clamping it with a Pro Press, or if the shark bite's got some teeth where you push it on and the teeth bite, So we're gonna just go with shark bite today and try it all out. See how she works out. Now, guys, I do use shark bite. You all know I use shark bite. You guys see me use shark bite, but I don't use it a lot. But in this case, it seems like a good place to get familiar with it. Alright, guys, he's getting it all in there. He's getting it all pieced up, all marked. Everything's looking really good. Go ahead and turn the water on, Vinny. Looking good, guys. No leaks, no drips, no nothing. We're going to go ahead and flush the line, get the air out of all the line, get all the air out of all the lines, and then we'll check this one for leaks. Alright, guys, he's been blowing out the lines, and
just like that.
You should keep that on your truck, Vinny, for doing like blowing out lines and stuff like that when we need it. It's a 1/4 inch by 1/4. It could be really useful for plumbing if I don't know. We do zip ties and coil it up really nice and tight and small. Maybe 3 zip ties. Alright, guys, he's gonna get that thing all rigged up, and we'll see what he's got after. Okay. Alright, guys, we're all good. It's square in the middle. Look at that. Now there's the center of the panel. There's the center of that. Everything looks good. You can check everything. Got your hose. Everything's there. We drained the charcoal. That hurt. We ran the air out of it and put the filter in it. The filter's on the other side. And the filter's under here, guys. You take this off and you put the filter. I should have got video of it. Anyway, the filter's in, and I run all the charcoal until the water turned clear. So, okay, we're gonna get this to the back wall here. Yeah, she says just this one outlet right here. I think it's hot on the hot side, and I think it's an open neutral. Watch, if you plug your good tester in, I bet you says open neutral. Anyway, you do have heat there. It is hot on the right side. I used your tick meter and it beeps. And then it throws out a 30, so that would be an open neutral. Take that. Be careful when you take the lid off, in case that wire flops off and hits something. Be real careful. Watch, okay, guys. There's no power, but that's only because he's got an open neutral coming in. So watch. Touch the box, and I bet you got power. All the neutrals are dead. The one neutral coming in is dead, therefore it's not feeding the other one. So it's your neutral coming in that's bad. So it could be at another outlet. But watch, you
got the vibration.
Now go ahead and there you go. See, it vibrates. So you're good. So basically, either two things. Either this line is broken in the insulation, the one that's coming in. You got to find out which one's coming in and which one's going out. I bet you the one's coming in might have a break inside the insulation or at the next outlet. Yeah, next outlet, it might be loose. Sometimes, guys, the wire can break inside the insulation. and you won't get no power. So what I would do, Vinny, is I would just go ahead and take this outlet off, find out which ones are the ones coming in and going out, and then we'll clean the one coming in, and see if it's a broken wire inside, you know, the insulation. If not, we'll go to the next outlet and find it. But I don't see anything jumping. So, okay, we're going to figure this out, guys. He's going to take this thing apart because you got 2 wires coming in, guys, and 2 wires going out. Obviously, if both wires are dead, then it's obviously the one coming in that's bad. So,
you want me to take this apart?
Yeah, no choice.
Okay.
Okay, guys, let's see which one's hot. Okay, that one's hot. This one's not. So find the white wire that goes with this one, and that's your white wire coming in. And then go ahead and clean it all up and check for a break in the line. So if that's your hot one, the white one that's going with it.
This one.
Okay, clean. Go ahead and trim that white one back and make sure there's no breaks in the insulation there. And then we'll test it with our wiggy. And then...
Put a new outlet?
No, then we'll go try to find the issue first.
Okay.
So guys, you have your 2 blacks and your 2 whites. You come in, you find out which one's hot. Then the white one that goes with it is obviously the neutral that comes in. So that wire could be broke inside the insulation there, you know. But we'll just trim it up, and then we'll move on and try to find the other end of that where it's probably loose. We'll let you know. Go ahead and strip that hot one. All right, take the tester to it and see what you get. Okay, still dead. So it means that wherever that white wire is going, it's loose somewhere. So that's going to be the bitch part, trying to find it. All right, guys, we're going to have to try to find that white wire, find out where it's at on the next outlet.
No worries.
All right, guys, he's setting up his tester. Basically, all we're going to do is we just want to know which way that wire goes. So it's got heat on it. We just want to know if it comes up and goes all the way up, or does it go to the right? You know, just help give us some guidance. So he's going to plug that in. Okay, guys, it's dead back here too, but Vinny's going to try to find the wire. Okay, it's dead back here too, guys. Vinny's going to try to find that wire and see where it goes. I'm just taking a picture of it. Okay, guys, the wire that's hot right here with the wire with the neutral there is going this way. So he's going to open that outlet back there. All right, guys, he's going to, it says it's an open ground. From over there it says open ground, or neutral over there, but let's just open it up and see what's in there. I'm sure there's something going on. Okay, guys, it's a good thing we looked into this. Look at this shit. There's no neutral on here. They got a ground wire on here. And they've got, what the fuck do they do here? Let me get a picture of that before you touch anything. I bet you this outlet never worked. Whoever did their outlets left it like that. Alright, guys, let's get a picture of this. Alright, we're going to play with these guys and figure out what they're doing. If they're even neutrals, or they, you know, what are they doing? They're just all capped off for some reason. Okay, guys, what they did was they capped all these white ones off. In order to get their power, they used that bare ground wire right there and went right to the white side. Now, this outlet, not down here where it's supposed to go, they put it there as a white wire. That means power going in, power coming out, and going back to the panel on that bare wire. Meaning if that bare wire touches any metal, it's going to blow. So basically, right now, there shouldn't be any power going through that braided wire because there's no power being pulled. So, the minute you plug something in there, then the outlet that you plug in there pulls from here and returns it back into that bare ground, and goes back to the panel. But luckily it's not hitting this metal box, because if it was, you would end up with an arc. Okay guys, I've come to the conclusion that I think this guy, whoever put these in, didn't know what the hell they were doing. So I assume if we just hook these up the right way, because I don't see anything in that box that's been added or deleted. It looks to be, you know, stock, normal. And then on this one, same thing. If you look at this one, there's really been nothing added or taken away, because if you notice, there's 3 blacks, 3 whites, and 1 bare ground. That combo looks good. Yes, you usually sometimes only have 2 blacks and 2 whites, but in this case, there's a jumper, and it looks like the same age wire. It looks like it was done at the time. So I'm having a funny feeling that whoever put these outlets in didn't know what they were doing, and they just crossed their wires. So I'm hoping if Vinny just puts the outlet on there the right way it's supposed to go, the right combo, and do that one, everything should work. We're going to find out. Okay guys, Vinny's got all this wrapped back up where it should be over here. Instead, of course. Now, we're assuming if we just wired this up right, that would work and that would work, but it doesn't. When we put the wiggy on it, it pulses. That little tester goes like that. It's like throbs. The red light is pulsating. But then Vinny went over here just to follow the direction of those wires going this way, and he's seen somebody did some work up here. Right here. Somebody did some work up there. So we don't know what the hell's going on. We're figuring maybe they caught that. I don't know. We're going to open this up now and look and see what's in this outlet. All right, guys, what he's doing is just wire nutting everything together. That way we can test that over there. You want to test this one first, Vinny? Let's just see what the hell we got over here. Oops, sorry. Okay, now we got same crap. Same crap with the 30, right? Okay. So, I'm going to go check the panel. And if you would, please take a look in that right up there. I think she... Alright guys, he thinks he found it. We started off with the outlet behind on the other side of that couch where the lamp is. And then we got here. Then we went up there. This was a mess up there. He thinks he found the problem, the neutral. They left the neutral. And they put the ground wire on that. Oh shit, let me get a picture of that. They left the neutral off and they put the open ground. Can you believe that? Can you do this one?
What's this? Why do they have another one over here?
I don't know. And by the way, the reason why this says no, Vinny, I went outside and they got a wire on the stucco going into here, feeding a light photocell.
Dummies.
Yeah. What I would say to do is let's get a tick meter on those 2 white ones and see if you have anything. Holy moly.
Looks like the yellow is what they ran. So it's 12. And then this is the one here, one there.
So why can't we put those 2 wires on a wire nut and 1/3 wire going into there to the white, and maybe everything will work.
I'm going to take it all off and wire nut it.
Okay, yeah, I say that's a good idea. That way if we blow something, you know what I mean? Okay, good idea. Okay guys, we're testing. He wired it up, you know, ran everything together the way it should be. Same with that over there, and now we got power over here. Now we're all good. So now he can just put those outlets back in, and problem solved. As you can see, it says correct there. Alright guys, he's got that all cleaned up now on that one, and now he's testing that one's working. It says correct. And the other one over here you guys saw, it said correct. Let me get a picture of that one right here. Hold on a minute. Thank you. Alright guys, we're all done. Everything's picked up here and cleaned. Over here, he's got the last outlet and it's green. Did you test it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we tested it. Anyway, this one is green, and then Let's just check this guy. And we're green. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna take off. Vinny says I can go home. I've stacked all of Vinny's tools outside, so he can just shut the doors when he's done, and he can put his tools away. They're right next to his van. He's got this window open. Nobody's gonna touch this shit. Anyway, maybe I'll put this couch back together before I go, Vinny, and plug that in, and I think we're good. All right, guys. That's gonna be it. You want to say goodbye? All right, guys. Have a good day. Good evening, rather.